Garcia. I train at Tillis BJJ, and I'm training for October 10th at Commerce Casino for BAMMA. So I was getting in shape for the Tough Enough fight, and it didn't go through, so we were looking for a fight, and we got one. So I was fighting amateur, so we decided to go pro because these 105 fights, amateur, hard to find. So we decided to go pro because I've trained for 6, 7 fights, but only fought 3. So we decided to go pro, and BAMMA was an opportunity that we decided to take. It was definitely more fluctuation. We were looking for fights at 105, and girls would take it, and then they'd say no, 110 or 115. So yeah, it was really. I think the closest fight I had to 105 was 108. So that was the toughest part about finding fights. So, but any fight, you know, I had a few fights at 110, and they got dropped, or the girl didn't end up taking it. So we decided to go pro. She's aggressive, but she's sloppy. No real technique. She comes out aggressive, but nothing really intimidating. A lot of sloppiness, but she's a tough girl. It'll be a good fight. My main focus for the next 3 weeks is sharpening my loose ends, keeping my wrestling sharp, my hands good, cardio up to shape. I mean, we trained so hard for the last fight, so it's pretty much just keeping it at that same pace that we're at. I feel really good to feel like one of the, I guess, women in the woodworks to get the women's MMA coming up. So it's kind of cool to see that I won't be the only girl on the card, only girl fighting the card. So it's kind of fun. I wrestled in high school, and then I ended up wrestling at Cerritos College. And the weight class in college is 125. So the guys walk around like 145. And I was like 110, 105. And my shoulder started to give out, so I told my brother, I was like, no, I don't want to fight I can't do it anymore, I just want to get one fight. And so I talked to my old wrestling coach, Jason Buzzard, and he's like, oh yeah, come down to Tillis. I was like, all right, cool. So I came down and I helped with the kids wrestling class, and then I started training for MMA and jiu-jitsu and stuff, and I had my first fight, I think, like 4 months into training, and I won, and I loved it. It was so much fun. It was the biggest adrenaline rush I've ever had. I've never had so much fun competing, doing anything. So after that, I was just like, I don't want to do this for fun, I want to do this forever. Oh, it feels good to make my pro debut around where I live. That's my family, all my teammates who support me. That's like the biggest thing. I usually don't like when people come to watch me but know that it's so close to my hometown. It's a lot more exciting. Definitely puts the pressure on. I like to watch Raging Bull before I fight. It's so weird.
Why?
I don't know, it just gets me pumped. I think it's just Robert De Niro movies get me pumped, but Raging Bull seems like it's in the right situation. Nothing really crazy. I don't like choose certain bubblegum or anything. I know some people have some crazy little things they do before they fight. I do get jitters the night before. Not really jitters. I get more excited the day before. I get more nervous for jiu-jitsu tournaments than I do for my MMA fights, only because I don't see a girl my size beating me up, you know. So I get jitters before, only because anything, you know, my safety and anything can happen. That's the scariest part about MMA. You could be the best, but you could still get a head kick to the face and get knocked out. You know, anything can happen. But yeah, I get a little bit of jitters, but nothing too crazy. But I gotta watch Robert De Niro movies before I fight. And my coach tries really hard to find me sparring partners. I've been to Oyama's. I've trained at Oyama's with Carlos Barza. I've gone to Millennia to train over there for some girl partners. But yeah, it is pretty tough. It's a good and a bad thing. I'll train here I'll spar with Noah, I'll spar with some of my teammates, but no one's as small as me, which is a good thing because I'm not going to fight anyone bigger than me. And if I spar with a guy, 125, 105-pound girl isn't going to hit as hard as a 125-pound guy. So it definitely gets you ready, but you also have to have that time where you get beat up and where you beat people. So it's a win-lose sometimes, but we make it work. I would expect takedowns and ground and pounds and a good fight. A lot of fast-paced fighting. It'll be fun. Instagram, Alyssa Looks Old. Twitter, Alyssa Garcia 105. Facebook. Pretty much all the main social medias, I guess. My sponsors, DCOM, Uribel's a law firm, Aguila, Real Tequila, Sportsman Lounge, of course. My coaches, Noah, my teammates, all of Tillis, all my teammates help me get ready for my fights. My coach puts a lot of effort into it, so big shout out to Coach Noah. And my family for supporting me.